Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. 高天からにかむすまります。カムロギカムロミのみこともちて、すめみおやかむいざなぎのみこと、つくしのぎむかの立ち花の、おどのあがぎはらにみそぎはらいたもるときになりませる。あらいどのおかみたちもろもろのまがごとつみけがれお。あらいたまえ清めたまえとまおすことのよしお。天つかみくにつかみやおよろずの神たちともに、雨の淵駒の耳振り立てて、きこしめせと、かしこみかしこみもまおず。弥勒大神、守りたまえ、先はえたまえ。弥勒大神、守りたまえ、先はえたまえ。教えみよや主の神、守りたまえ、先はえたまえ。教えみよや主の神、守りたまえ、先はえたまえ。かんながらたまちはえませ。かんながらたまちはえませ。Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truths given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Johrei is now concluded. Let us now listen to the teachings of Meishu-sama. Honesty. Foolish are the ones who tell lies. They harm themselves with their own tongues. God recognizes sincere, honest people above all others and grants them boundless, limitless blessings. People may speak of wealth and earthly possessions. However, whatever they have cannot compare with honesty, a truly priceless treasure. Many people profess faith in God, but just thinking so has little meaning. There must be some outward expression of one's faith in God. The demonstration of faith is very simple: trustworthiness. We must always speak the truth so that others will have no doubt about our words. Then they will associate with us without fear of any kind of trouble, knowing we have a fine and upright character. It is not really difficult to achieve such a reputation. We should avoid telling lies and committing any dishonest acts, and instead place the interests of others before our own. By helping them out of their difficulties and showing them unfailing kindness, they will be made happier by our presence. In this way, we will certainly win their love and respect. While we must be trustworthy in our relationships with others, it is far more important to be worthy of God's trust, the most precious of all. With the trust of God, we can live full and happy lives. There is a faith experience from Eiko Helena Oda Emoto. She's from Freguesia do Ó, São Paulo. Eiko. She's 81 years old and has been devoted to our faith for 62 years. Her journey began in her teenage years, shaped by a significant health struggle. At just 15, she suffered from severe anemia, a condition so debilitating that it left her too weak to climb stairs. The freight weighed heavily on her, bringing immense sadness into her life. By the time Eiko turned 19, she longed to learn the art of making decorated cakes and enrolled in a culinary school. It was there that a fellow student noticed her fragile state and shared a remarkable story about the Japanese man who could heal illness simply by raising his hands. Intrigued, Eiko mentioned this to her mother, who decided to accompany her to the place the student had recommended. When they arrived, Eiko received her first Johrei, a spiritual purification practice, and felt an immediate sense of relief. The experience brought her newfound hope, and she was soon invited to dedicate herself to the faith. The idea of being useful to others filled her with joy. At home, Eiko's energy was still limited. She couldn't even muster the strength of a comb to comb her hair. Yet, as she approached the street where the Johrei Center stood, she always felt revitalized. She even found herself waxing the church floor with a sense of happiness and purpose. The Reverend, learning that Eiko could read Japanese, lent her the sacred writings, the teachings. She began reading them daily, and over time she noticed a transformation. Her strength and vitality returned, and she ultimately overcame her anemia. In September of 1961, Eiko received her Ohikari, the sacred focal point, marking a profound milestone in her spiritual journey. She dedicated herself wholeheartedly to the divine work, contributing to the construction of both the headquarters and the sacred grounds of Guarapiranga. 3 years later, in 1964, she met her husband, and together they built what she fondly describes as a heavenly home where everyone embraced our faith. Now at 81, Eiko is blessed with good health and energy. She continues to dedicate her time on Wednesdays by channeling Johrei, attending services, making donations of gratitude, and reading the teachings daily. With a heart filled with gratitude, she thanks God and Meishu-sama for the privilege of serving in the divine work of salvation. Thank you very much for attending this morning service and join us in prayer for those who are in need for help and praying for our ancestors, praying for our loved ones, and for all those people who are still suffering with natural disasters, and also praying for world peace. Tomorrow is our monthly appreciation service here at the national headquarters, and we invite all of you, the locals, to come, and also for those who cannot be here, but you can attend our service online through our Miroku TV YouTube channel and our Facebook. So this brings to a conclusion this morning's service. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we wish you a very blessed day. Thank you.